What's up, guys, and welcome back. What we fail to recognize as founders is the year following our biggest year of growth is the year you are most likely to go out of business. Growth doesn't fix your problems, it amplifies them. And the number one reason businesses fail is premature scaling. So how do you know if you're actually ready to pour on the fuel? In this episode, I'm breaking down the 3 things your business must have before you scale. If you get them right, you'll launch. But if you miss even one, you'll accelerate. It'll just be right over a cliff. So let's dive in. I learned this lesson the hard way. A few years ago, we had our best year ever on paper. Revenue doubled, clients were pouring in, and we staffed up. By the end of that year, I had personally lost $37,000. That's without paying myself first. I was still making every decision. Nobody owned anything. I owned everything. The team was confused and I was exhausted. We had grown fast, but the foundation couldn't handle the weight of what we were adding. We had scaled too early and it almost broke the business. Since then, I've helped dozens of other founders avoid this exact trap, and every time it comes back to these 3 must-haves. Must-have number 1, product market fit. Sounds obvious, right? But most founders lie to themselves here. So let's clearly define what product market fit means. The definition is that you have a repeatable, profitable method to get, keep, and grow clients. That means you know exactly who your ideal customer is. You understand their pain points. You know how to attract them, and they pay you at least 3 times what it costs to acquire and serve them. So let's make that real. If it costs you $100 to land and serve a customer, that customer needs to be paying you at least $300 or more, because if you're spending $1 to make 90 cents, scaling is not going to fix that. It'll just speed up your losses. Must have number 2, an A-player executive team. If you're still the glue holding everything together, scaling will destroy you. Most founders build their team like a bicycle wheel. They're the hub and everyone else is the spoke. That works until you hit about 12 people, then everything breaks. Here's the shift. You're not the hub anymore. You're the architect. Your job is to build a real executive team. 3 to 7 absolute killers, each one better than you in their area. They lead, they solve, they build, and you coach them, not the entire company. Now, one important caveat is to keep your zone of genius. If you're great at sales, don't disappear entirely. If you're a product visionary, stay close to product. You don't need to be in the front line, in the weeds, in that specific activity, but don't abandon the work that made your company great to begin with. Even Steve Jobs stayed maniacally focused on design because that's what made them great. Must have number 3, the cash conversion cycle. Growth sucks cash. The real question is, how fast does $1 come back into your business after you spend it? That's your cash conversion cycle. And it tells you how fast you can safely scale. So let me give you 2 scenarios. Scenario number 1, you spend $10,000 on inventory or people or ads or whatever your biggest expense is, but you don't get paid back for 60 to 90 days. Now you scale, you're gonna have to float 20, 30, 40 grand each month. Even if you're profitable on paper, you'll run out of cash quickly. Scenario number 2, you spend that same $10,000 today, but you get paid back 10 days from now. Now every dollar you spend just fuels more growth. That's how you can scale with confidence, because it's not about how much money you make, it's about when you get it. So before you scale, ask yourself, do I have product market fit? Can I get, keep, and grow customers profitably? Do I have an executive team, or is it just me with a bunch of helpers? And lastly, how quickly does $1 come in once I spend it? Get these things right and scaling becomes a joy, exciting, and even freeing. Miss one of them and it turns into a full-time nightmare. If this episode helped you, share it with a founder who's in growth mode right now, because if they're scaling without these 3 things dialed in, they may not know how close to the edge they actually are.